Hi, welcome to Essential Oils for Beginners. This is we're going to try to be pretty quick. I'm going to aim for about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes tops. And we are just going to go through really the basics, what essential oils are, where they come from, how to know that you have a good quality one. And then we're going to go through kind of the benefits that they can add to your life and the top 10 or so just to get you started. We're not going to go into too much detail. We're not going to talk about too many. I don't want this to be overwhelming. I want this to be nice, simple, to the point, basic, so that you can walk away and feel confident that you have some basic knowledge on how to get started. So you may have questions that come up during this. Hold until the end, and then we will definitely have a question and answer period. So, essential oils for beginners. So the first question is, of course, what are essential oils? And essential oils, the definition is they are naturally highly concentrated compounds found in roots, bark, seeds, flowers, or other areas of a plant. So essential oils are naturally occurring substances. If you've ever smelled a flower, or if you've ever picked up an orange or a lemon and smelled the outside of the skin and you get that fragrant scent, you're actually smelling the essential oil within that plant, which I think is pretty cool. So unfortunately, a lot of essential oils out there on the market are made of synthetics, they have fragrance in them, they have fillers in them, and they're not pure plant oil. So the brand that I work with, the one we're going to be talking about today, their oils are 100% pure oils. There's nothing added to them. So you know that what you're buying, what it says in the bottle, is what you're getting, which really, that's how you're going to get the most benefit from it. You know that it's not going to be harmful in any way. And when you buy something, you want to know what you're getting. And I love with doTERRA that you know what you're getting all the time. So essential oils, as I said before, they give a plant its aroma. So if you've ever smelled a flower, if you've ever, like I said, if you've ever smelled an orange or a lemon, something like that, you've smelled the oil. These oils protect the plant from environmental conditions. Sometimes they work as a natural insecticide. And sometimes they also even play a role in plant pollination. So these beautiful oils that exist in the world, in nature, they're just something that we've kind of harnessed, and we're using them to our benefit as well. And essential oils are what you call a volatile aromatic compound. So essentially that means tiny organic molecules that go really, really quickly from a liquid into a gas state, which means they evaporate really quick. So if you were to take a drop of peppermint oil in the palm of your hand and hold it there for just a couple of minutes, it would be gone. It would evaporate really quite quickly into the air. And essential oils have been around for a long time, long time, centuries, if not millennia. If you have a look at this list of historic uses of essential oils, we're talking ancient Egypt, we're talking Greece, Rome, India, China, France. Things like lavender in France, that's been used forever and ever. Frankincense and myrrh. Stories in the Bible of frankincense and myrrh being given as gifts. Well, those are things that we have. I mean, I have my frankincense right here. So these are things that have been around for millennia, really, some of them. So when people ask you, sometimes you'll get the question of, what about this new age stuff, or don't you believe in medicine? It's not a matter of believing in medicine or not. It's just a matter of kind of almost going back to our roots. This is nature's medicine. This is the original medicine before it became, part of a corporation, before it became a money-making scheme, before it became the idea that everybody has to be on some sort of drug in order to enhance their health. Essential oils is the original way of really boosting your health and giving you kind of the best of both worlds. And the beautiful thing about essential oils is that they're not a replacement for anything. Okay, so we're not kind of going and using essential oils and then getting rid of everything else in our lives. They can replace quite a few toxic substances, but they're just a really beautiful addition as well. And we'll get into it in a few minutes about the different ways that you can use essential oils. how you can incorporate them into your life. And you'll see you can replace certain things that you may already be using that are really toxic with these beautiful non-toxic, non-harmful oils. Because like I said before, they have been used for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. These are safe. When you get a pure essential oil that's not cut with fake fragrance, that has no synthetics in it. And especially the doTERRA, they have a testing system called CPTG. And what that means is that it's tested to the highest quality on the market. So that's why I only trust doTERRA. So essential oils can be used for a wide variety of things. And there is no way in one introductory webinar that we could get into all of those. There's just no way. It's not possible. So we're going to touch on a few ways. I'm going to touch on, like I said, I'm going to touch on a few different oils that you can incorporate, but I don't want to go overboard. So I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum a little bit. That being said, I am a good talker, so who knows? So why use essential oils to manage your mood? For a few reasons. Number one, they're natural and they're safe. They are from plants, and when you get a high quality oil like doTERRA, it's safe. There's no fillers in there. There's no synthetics in there. Quite often when we're looking at managing moods, you're looking at maybe prescription medications. You're looking at things that have quite often, sometimes the list of side effects is actually bigger than the list of benefits from a lot of things, which is really, really scary. So if you have something that can give you all those benefits without the potential for harmful side effects, it definitely warrants looking at that option. The beautiful thing about essential oils as well is that studies have actually been done that show that they work in so many amazing ways. So if you just smell an oil, like if I was to take my peppermint, which I love my peppermint, I use it pretty much every day. If I was to take my peppermint, take the cap off, and do a nice big sniff, it's actually amazing. This actually goes in, you smell it, it immediately triggers the limbic system of your brain. Now, the limbic system is responsible for things like heart rate and blood pressure, as well as your mood and your emotions. So smelling, it's not just a smell and that's nice. There's actually a physiological change that happens when you smell these oils. Now, different oils work to manage your mood differently. We'll get into that in a little bit. But synopsis is some things like peppermint are going to be uplifting. Other things like lavender are going to be soothing and calming. So depending on which way you're looking at managing your moods, there is an oil for that. There's an oil that can help you get there. And there's some really beautiful blends that can help as well. So some everyday use of essential oils. So essential oils can be used in so many ways. What you see in front of you, this is just kind of scratching the surface a little bit. So for example, essential oils in cooking. Now, as I mentioned before, doTERRA's CPTG testing. I would never, ever, ever, ever suggest ingesting an essential oil that had not gone through this rigorous testing. Because the fact is, not all essential oils on the market are safe to ingest. And it kind of worries me when you see a bottle of lemon essential oil and it says do not ingest. Well, if that's just from lemons, why can't you ingest it? So if it says don't ingest, maybe question that a little bit. But as far as doTERRA oils go, anything that is safe to be ingested will say so on the label. All right. So, for example, I have my bottle of lemon here, and it specifically says on the bottle, oh, where is it? For flavoring use, dilute 1 drop in food or liquid. So it will specifically tell you if it's safe to ingest. Also, when in doubt, you can jump on doTERRA's website, and when you look up that specific oil, it tells you the variety of ways you can use it, and it tells you if it's safe to ingest or not. But if you have an oil that is safe, it's beautiful in cooking. So my lemon, I've used it in lemon poppy seed muffins. I've used it in lemon coconut bliss balls. Orange, wild orange, lime, grapefruit, lemon are all really beautiful. Just in a glass of water, just as a flavoring. Put a drop in a smoothie. So, so good. Digestion. There's a few oils that are really great for digestion. Two that come to mind specifically. Number one is peppermint. Now, if you've ever had an upset stomach and you've gone to, have a cup of peppermint tea maybe after dinner, help with digestion, you know that peppermint tea has the ability to settle your stomach. The amazing thing about these essential oils is that one drop of peppermint oil is the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. One drop to 28 cups. So if that one cup of peppermint tea kind of helps, imagine what one drop of peppermint oil can do. It's really, really beautiful. And the other thing which I love, one of the first things that I got from doTERRA is my Digest Zen. Now this is a digestive blend. That's what it's for. And it has a whole bunch of different things in it. You can use this, you can use it internally. You can also put it topically onto your skin. And it just helps really support your digestion. There's lots of others, but those are kind of the two that jump out. Hair and skincare. There's quite a few that are really great for this. For hair, you can put a drop of tea tree in your shampoo or conditioner. It's really kind of revitalizing. Great if you have dandruff. A drop of tea tree can really help sort of calm that down. A little bit of rosemary can actually help increase hair growth. So if you have some thinning hair, if you want your hair to grow faster, thicker, you can add a drop of rosemary to your shampoo. Put your shampoo in your hand, add 1 drop of rosemary, mix it together, shampoo as normal, and it can actually help with hair growth. Skincare, you can add, I love both lavender and frankincense. They're two of my favorites. And you can add that to a face cream, a lotion. I quite often will put it on as I'm going to bed because it's also very, very relaxing. And they're great for both soothing the skin, calming the skin. And if you have any kind of minor redness or irritation, it can really help soothe that as well. Immune support. There's so many in this one. It's essential oils really are there to support your body. They are there to help lift you up. They are there to make your body better. And there's quite a few. There's so many blends. One that stands out to me is, the On Guard. And the On Guard is the blend that is specifically made, it's like an immune support blend. So it's so, so, so good. So you can also get concentrated cleaners. You can get On Guard toothpaste. You can get all these sorts of things. I love putting a drop on the bottoms of my feet. You can also put a drop. I do oil pulling every morning with coconut oil. I can sometimes add a drop to that. And it just really is beautiful and cleansing. Household cleaning. Okay, your citrus oils are going to be your best friend when it comes to household cleaning. You can also use the On Guard that I just mentioned. But your citrus oils, you can add those to, in the kitchen, if you want to make an all-purpose spray, use water, white vinegar, and you can add some lemon or some lime or some grapefruit, or all of them if you want to, and make a beautiful non-toxic kitchen bench cleaner. There's also many, many recipes for bathroom cleaners, for toilet cleaners, laundry detergent. I just made my own laundry detergent yesterday using these oils. They're beautiful. They have such a nice smell, and because many of them are naturally antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, they really will help support you in a natural way. Head and neck tension. So many of us, especially when you're sitting at a computer, many of us end up with our shoulders up here, we hunch forward, you get really sore, tense muscles. And there's a couple of things that are really great for that. Peppermint is beautiful. Anytime you have a headache, especially a tension headache, you can put 1 drop in your hands, rub them together, and inhale. And it just opens everything up. And it's incredible how it really eases a headache almost instantly. And then I love rubbing a drop of peppermint oil into my neck, especially at sort of at the base of my skull if I have really tense muscles there. The other one that's really beautiful, let me just pull it out here, is my Ice Blue. Now, Ice Blue is a blend. It's called an athletic blend, and it's specifically made to rub into sore muscles. So it's also great. You mix it with a little bit of a carrier oil, and Wonderful for a neck massage, a back massage, shoulder rub. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then the last one here is seasonal and environmental discomfort. Now, this is going to be different for everybody. Some people may sneeze a lot, in which case some eucalyptus or some peppermint to really help open up your airways is going to be beautiful. There's also Easy Air, which is essentially, it's a breathe blend. It's a respiratory support blend that's specifically for that. If you maybe get hives, if you have some allergies that make you break out in hives, that's where a little bit of lavender might be nice because it's really soothing and really, really calming. So this is very much, you know, it depends on the person, but there's definitely oils there to help you through that. So some health benefits of essential oils. As I mentioned before, soothe occasional skin irritations. Lavender, frankincense, beautiful for this. Promote healthy digestion. Your peppermint, your Digest Zen, which is a blend of many, many different oils. Wonderful to promote healthy digestion. Support healthy immune function. If you're on guard. The other one I didn't mention before is oregano. Now, oregano is one of the top 10 oils for a reason. Now, when you get this oil and you smell it, you won't understand. It does not smell great. It's not like a wild orange where you smell it and go, ooh, that's wonderful. You smell oregano and kind of go, oh, I don't know about that. But oregano is, well, number one, it's great in cooking, but also it is a powerhouse when it comes to supporting your immune system. It really, really is. So oregano, if you feel like you're getting a little bit sick, maybe a little, sore throat, a bit of a cough, mix it with a carrier oil and put it on the soles of your feet. Put your socks on, do that 3 or 4 times a day. Since I started doing that, a few times since I've got my oregano, I felt like I've been getting sick, and I've done that, never gotten sick. It's kind of stopped it before it's progressed, so it's wonderful. Promote restful sleep. There's a lot of oils that are really, really great for sleep. Lavender is a classic one, ylang ylang, sandalwood, frankincense. Clary sage, there's so many that are really there and that can support you through sleep. Alleviate occasional stomach upset. That's where your peppermint also really comes in. Beautiful. And so much more, like so much more. As I said at the beginning, I'm trying not to go too much in depth with this. I just want to give you an idea of the fact that there's a few of these beautiful things that you can have at your fingertips that really can help. They're easy and they're safe and they're effective. They really work. So some emotional benefits of essential oils. Move me up a little bit. Some emotional benefits of essential oils. Essential oils can support your mood and your emotions how you need them to. So there is an oil for everything, which is kind of amazing because oils are from nature and nature is abundant and nature has everything that we need. So it's just a matter of knowing what you need. So whether you need something that's going to be calming, maybe energizing, that's maybe where your grapefruit or your wild orange or peppermint comes in. Soothing, that's probably going to be something like your lavender, like your clary sage. Renewing, I love lime. Love lime. I think it's a really renewing, invigorating. I have one blend, it's called Smart and Sassy, and it's citrus mixed with some spice. There's some cinnamon in there. And I think that's so invigorating. I actually love putting that on first thing in the morning. It really kind of gets me going. And uplifting, again, that might be a citrus oil. That might be your peppermint. It's going to be different for everybody. And also, I mean, I'm not an oil encyclopedia. I don't have all the oils. I haven't tried every single one of them. I'm speaking from personal experience on this, definitely. But what I'm trying to say is that there is an oil to help you. If you have a certain emotional need, maybe if you're feeling really anxious, maybe if you're depressed, maybe if you need more energy, there is an oil that can help you with that, which is really awesome. So how do you use your essential oils? So there's 3 ways. There's aromatically, topically, and internally. So you can see the A, the T, and the I, and we'll go through each of those. So aromatic use of essential oils. Aromatic just means you smell it, right? With your nose, you smell it. So there's different ways you can do this. You can mix some oil with water in a spray bottle, mist it over your carpet, maybe your bedding. You know, maybe you have a dog bed in your home that smells a little bit, maybe your couch. You can add a drop or two of essential oils to a homemade surface cleaner. So as I mentioned before, in my kitchen, I make my own non-toxic, all-natural kitchen cleaner. It's beautiful, makes your stainless steel just shine. It smells really great as well. You can place a drop of oil in your hand, rub your palms together, cup your hands over your nose and inhale. Now, some, as I mentioned, like peppermint, great to do that when you have a headache. It's beautiful. The other way that you can use oils aromatically is with a diffuser. You can see that in the picture here. Now, that diffuser is doTERRA's petal diffuser, and mine, I don't know if you can see it over my shoulder, it's back there. Now, this diffuser is amazing. So diffusing oils, I would say, it's definitely one of the most popular ways of using oils. And especially when you're just getting started, I highly recommend getting a diffuser because it will make your oils really accessible to you and you can experiment with them. So the beautiful thing about diffusers is that, well, if you get a good one, when I started using oils, I got just a cheap one off the internet, and it only worked for about a week before it started acting up. And of course, because it was cheap, there was no warranty. So I've just gotten my doTERRA diffuser finally, and it works beautifully. It smells amazing, and it comes with a warranty. So if you're going to get a diffuser, I highly recommend getting a doTERRA diffuser. I really, really do. The beautiful thing about diffusers is that you can turn it on in a room. You can add which oils you feel like that day, and it runs. Most of them have timers on them, and it just runs, and you can have it in the background, so you don't have to think about it. But say you're in your office like I am, and it's the morning and you want to be energized and get ready for the day. Maybe you have a big meeting coming up. You can put on something. One of my favorite blends is eucalyptus, lemon, and lavender. I find that really sort of uplifting. Right now I have frankincense and lime, which is beautiful and fresh. In the photo there, you can see there's wintergreen and Douglas fir. Those are very obviously green smelling oils. Those are going to be very grounding and very centering and calming. So, and you can use a single oil or you can make a blend of oils. It's completely up to you. So, topical use of essential oils. So that just means using the oils directly on your skin. So there's a few points to touch on here. Number one, there's quite a few beneficial areas to do this. You can put the oils on your neck, forehead and temples, your chest, your abdomen, maybe just rub it into your skin, bottoms of your feet. The important thing when using oils topically is that most oils need to be diluted before they can be applied to your skin. So certain oils, say like lavender or maybe tea tree, can go straight on. When it goes straight on your skin, it's called using it neat. So some oils can be used neat, but it's always recommended that you dilute oils, especially when you're first starting out, to test for some skin sensitivity. Some people are more sensitive than others. The other thing to remember is that when you dilute an oil, it actually gets into your body better. So remember at the beginning I said that oils are volatile compounds, which means that they evaporate really quickly. Well, if you mix your oil with a little bit of what I call like, a carrier oil, something to dilute it in, whether that's coconut oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, whatever it may be, it keeps your essential oil from evaporating, which means that it stays on your skin and goes into your skin better, faster. It stays there for longer. So it's actually beneficial for you to do that. And just where it says they're beneficial areas, I just want to point out bottoms of feet. Now, when I started using oils, I kept seeing things, put it on the soles of your feet, and I kept thinking, what's up with the soles of your feet? Why are they so special? And it's really interesting because actually the skin on the soles of our feet is, it's different from the rest of our body just in that the pores are actually bigger. And it has a way of, it actually absorbs things better and faster. So if you want to get a really quick benefit from an oil, you put it on the bottoms of your feet, diluted in a carrier oil, you will absorb it better and faster than if you, say, rubbed it on your legs or your arms. The other thing is that not, as I mentioned with oregano, great for immune support. I don't particularly like the smell of it. So I can rub it on my feet, put my socks on. I know that I'm getting the benefits. I know that it's absorbing quickly, it's doing what it needs to do, and I'm not smelling it. So kind of like the best of both worlds there. Also, certain areas are, certain oils are hot oils. So these are things like clove and cinnamon, where if you put them on your skin, they are going to feel really warm. And then things like peppermint are cooling oil. So when you put it directly on your skin, it's going to cool you down. So things just to be aware of. Also, when you're using oils topically, you want to avoid some sensitive areas. So skin around the eyes, directly, your inner ears, anything that's really, really sensitive, essentially kind of like any opening into your body, try not to use oils there. And also broken or injured skin. Now, certain oils like, say, tea tree and lavender can be used in minor scrapes and cuts. Also really wonderful for a minor sunburn. Really, really soothing for the skin. But when in doubt, don't put it on. Like, always look it up before you use it, because not all oils can or should be used on broken or injured skin. Definitely. That being said, topically is a great way to use oils. I add it to my face cream. I have a lavender body butter that I use. I have a peppermint foot scrub that I use. There's some really beautiful ways to incorporate these oils into your regular everyday routine. So a few other ideas are to place a few drops of oil in a warm bath. One of my favorite things to do is to take a bit of coconut oil, mix it with lavender oil and Epsom salt and have that. And it's beautiful because it's relaxing because it's a bath, and you get the magnesium from the Epsom salt, and then you get the relaxing properties of the lavender, and it's moisturizing with a bit of coconut oil. And because the water is quite warm, it opens your pores, so you absorb that lavender beautifully into your body. It's just one of the most nourishing, relaxing things you can do. You can also make a hot or cold compress by soaking a cloth in water, adding a couple of drops of oil, and applying it directly to whatever that desired area is. So there are some options there. And then, as I mentioned before, the last one, mix a few drops of oil with your lotion or daily moisturizer and apply to the skin. So, internal use of essential oils. As mentioned before, I would only ever recommend that you use essential oils internally if you're using only doTERRA oils. These are the highest quality that you're going to get on the market. So anything else may very possibly have synthetics, fillers, fragrances. You do not want to be ingesting that stuff. So if you want to use it internally, make sure that you're getting the best stuff you can. And also only use the oils internally that say that it's safe to do so. So certain oils, if you read the bottle, it will tell you if it's safe. You can go online and look at the guide, and it tells you exactly if it's safe. That being said, if you have an oil that you do want to take internally, say you have some lemon or some peppermint or some On Guard, absolutely, you can use it internally. And to do that, you can place that oil into a veggie capsule and swallow it with water. Now, doTERRA also sells empty veggie capsules, and you can actually create a blend for yourself. Now, this can be like an immune support blend. It can be a digestive blend. There's lots of different things that you can do. And by swallowing it in a capsule, you know that it's getting right in there to where it needs to be. Another way is to add an essential oil to a glass of water, smoothie, milk, tea, whatever it may be. I love a drop of citrus oil in a smoothie. Quite often, even just this morning, I had a drop of lemon in my water. It's really, really refreshing, and it's beautiful. It tastes great. And another thing that you can, place a few drops of oil into a bit of yogurt or a bit of applesauce. It's just a really great way to flavor, and it's good for your immune system, and it's good for your digestion, and it's really supportive at the same time as tasting really great. So what oils should I start with? Now, there's 3 oils you can see on your screen. We're going to go through them, and we're going to go through doTERRA's top 10 oils. So these are the oils. They are in the Home Essentials kit, and it's called the Home Essentials kit for a reason. These 10 oils are really the best place to get started. So we'll go through them one by one. I've touched on most of them already, but we'll just go through them so that you have a really good overview of different ways to use them. So number one is lemon. Talked about lemon before. I love lemon. Lemon is one of the first oils that I got. It's just beautiful. It's simple, and you can use it in almost anything. So you can use it, in your cleaning. Add it to your kitchen counter all-purpose spray. You can add it to your laundry detergent. You can add it to your shampoo. The one thing with lemon and all citrus oils is that they are photosensitive, which means that you shouldn't apply it directly to your skin. If you're going to be exposed to sunlight within the next 24 hours, it just makes your skin more sensitive to the UV rays. That's all. So you just really want to be careful of that with all citrus oils. Again, with lemon, place a few drops of lemon into your diffuser, either by itself or in a blend. It's really beautiful and uplifting. You can add lemon to some water. You can add it to a smoothie. Lemon is just really one of the most clean, pure, beautiful smells that you can get. I highly recommend anybody starting out start with one. The next one is lavender. Now, lavender is one of my, it's my personal favorite. I love lavender. You can use it for so many things. Lavender, as you can see there, reduces the appearance of skin imperfections, and it soothes the skin. It's really, really soothing and relaxing. You can put lavender in your diffuser. It's just really relaxing. It eases tension. It eases stress. It really is great for sleep as well. You can add a few drops of lavender directly to your pillows. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet. You can also diffuse lavender in your bedroom at bedtime, and it really can just help bring you down. Lavender is one of the most calming, soothing oils there are on the market. The next one is peppermint. Now, peppermint is, again, one of the other first oils that I got. I love peppermint. Love, love, love. So you can diffuse peppermint oil to help promote feelings of easy breathing. As I mentioned before, put one drop in your hands, rub them together, inhale, and it opens everything up. It opens up your nose, all your airways. It's beautiful. You can also freshen your breath. You can place one drop of peppermint oil in your mouth. If you want, you can add it maybe to your toothbrush when you're brushing your teeth. I sometimes will add a drop of peppermint oil when I'm doing my oil pulling in the morning, add a drop of oil to that, and as I'm pulling it through my teeth, I'm getting sort of that beautiful fresh breath that way. There's so many ways that you can use peppermint oil. Another thing is that if you have ants in your house, if you're in a part of the world where you get ants inside, most of us do at some point during the year, you can add that homemade kitchen cleaner, that all-purpose cleaner with the lemon that I said. Add a couple of drops of peppermint to that as well, and it will actually naturally repel ants, so you don't have to have those nasty ant bait things in your house. You can just use oil, and it smells really good, and it repels them at the same time. You can also add peppermint to your shampoo or conditioner to give yourself a really beautiful, uplifting, stimulating hair massage. Okay, I don't have slides for the others. I'll just talk through them quickly. These three were the top three, so I wanted to make sure that I had slides for them. We'll go through the other ones real quick though. So the other one is frankincense. So frankincense is the king of oils. I have my frank here. Frankincense is beautiful. Oh, it smells like rich and buttery almost when I first got my frankincense. It's a very different smell, and it's a really beautiful smell. So frankincense is the king of oils because the kind of rule of thumb is if you don't know what oil to reach for frank and it'll probably do it for you. So it's really good for the skin, great in cleaning, wonderful for diffusing, really can help with sleep, really, really relaxing. Frankincense is just like, it's really hard to describe. It's wonderful. It's lovely. When in doubt, use frankincense. It's one that really everybody should have on hand at all times, I would say. Another one which we haven't really mentioned yet is tea tree oil. Now, tea tree is sourced from Australia. Surprise, surprise. And it's really great. I did mention before, you can add it to shampoo, really good for cleansing the scalp. If you have dandruff, it can help with that. It's really good for cleansing, really, really good. If you get, one thing I love about tea tree is if you have a pimple, you can just put one drop of tea tree undiluted straight on there. It'll dry it right up. If you have ingrown hairs, you can mix some tea tree with a little bit of coconut oil and apply it to the skin, and it will actually naturally help get rid of those. It'll keep infection from coming on. The next one I'm going to talk about is oregano. I touched on it really briefly before. It doesn't smell the best, but it is so useful. It really is a must-have for anybody who's starting out with oils. And oregano is known for, I mean, its taste. You know, we put it in pasta sauce. You would know what oregano tastes like. This is just a very strong version. So this oregano, you can eat it, so you can use it in your cooking if you like. Also, really great for immune support. As I mentioned before, put some on the bottoms of your feet when you feel a bit of a cold coming on, and it really supports your immune system so well so that your body can do the best job it can to help keep those pathogens out. The next one is ice blue. Now I mentioned that before as well. This is your athletic blend. So this is when you have really sore muscles. You want to use this one. So you dilute it a little bit with another carrier oil. You can massage it into your neck and shoulders. If you've done a really big workout and you have sore calves or sore quads, massage it into that muscle. And it really just helps soothe the muscle, ease the pain, and it'll help you just feel like you're at the top of your game again. The next one is Easy Air. So Easy Air is the only one that I don't have. Of the top 10, it's the only one that I don't currently have in my collection. And Easy Air is also known as Breathe, depending on which market you're coming from. And it is a blend that's specifically made for breathing. It's a breathing support blend. So it's going to open up your airways, and it's just really going to support you. It can also be applied topically to the chest, bottoms of the feet. You know, if you have kids that are getting really stuffy, it's really great to have Easy Air as well. And you can also diffuse Easy Air with a little bit of lavender when you're going to bed at night, and it can really just help promote a nice restful night's sleep. The next one out of these top 10 is Smart and Sassy. I'm not sure if I mentioned this one before or not. It's known as the Active Blend. So it is a mix of 5 oils. So it's grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. So it's citrusy, it's spicy, it's uplifting, and it's sort of like warm and earthy at the same time. So I love putting this one in the diffuser with a little bit of extra lemon or some lime. It's really great in smoothies as well. It's also known to be a bit of, what's it called? It helps manage your hunger. So if you're having a lot of hunger pains and you can't quite get to a meal, if you put a couple of drops of this in some water or in some tea, it can help kind of soothe your stomach and tide you over until you get to a meal, which is kind of nice. The next one is Digest Zen. Now I've talked about this one a lot already. Digest Zen is the best blend for digestion, of course. Now it has a lot of different oils in it, and they're just there to help soothe your digestive tract and support it so that it works the best way it possibly can. Now Digest Zen can be used topically, so it's really great. I actually have a pre-diluted little bottle here. And Digest Zen can be used topically, so you put a little bit in your hand, diluted, rub it onto the abdomen in a clockwise motion. And the clockwise motion helps support your digestion, but also the oils can then work their way in and really get to the source quickly. Also really great to be taken internally. So you can just put 1 drop of your Digest Zen in a glass of water or a glass of almond milk or a cup of tea and get it down. Now it does have quite a strong licorice taste because it is made with anise. So if you don't like that, you're going to want to drink it really quick, get it down. The more I drink it, the more I actually quite like it. So it really is a personal preference, but I can tell you from experience that when you have an upset stomach, if you're having trouble with digestion, if maybe you're bloated, Digest Zen works within minutes. I'm talking like 10 minutes, you'll start feeling better. And it's beautiful because it's supporting your body so that it can do what it needs to do instead of just masking symptoms and making them go away. And the last one of the top 10 that I really want to touch on is your On Guard. Now, On Guard is, I don't think I even have it here. I got left it in the other room. I was using it this morning. On Guard is a mix of a few different oils, and it is sort of your cleansing blend. So it is great. You can diffuse it. It's really energizing. It's kind of spicy. There's clove and cinnamon in there. So you can diffuse it. It's really a wonderful, wonderful smell. You can apply a few drops to your skin, maybe your spine, bottoms of your feet, help support your immune system. Great added to household cleaners. Again, your kitchen all-purpose cleaner, your laundry detergent, things like that. There's so many ways to use On Guard. doTERRA also has different On Guard products you can buy. So there's an On Guard toothpaste, there's an On Guard cleaning concentrate that they make, and you just buy the concentrate itself. There's lots of different On Guard products that you can buy, but the On Guard oil itself is one that I think everybody should have on hand. So that's the top 10 oils that I've just gone through. Now, there are, of course, so many more we could talk about, but we don't want to get too much into it. This is an introductory class, and I want to be conscious of the fact that we don't want it to be overwhelming. So that is the top 10. Now that we're at this point, a lot of people would ask, well, how do I get these oils? How do I get my hands on them? So there's a few ways to do it. Number one, you can just place a one-time retail order. Now, I have a link that I can send out, and you log on, you place your order, it arrives at your house, done, free and clear. The thing with that is that you're paying retail price. So the most common way, and the way that I recommend to everybody if they are interested in doTERRA, is to go ahead and get a wholesale membership. Now, a wholesale membership, it costs you $35, and it lasts for 12 months. And it means that you get wholesale pricing on all of doTERRA's products for that entire 12 months, which is amazing. Because if you're going to order more than just a couple of little bottles of oil in a 12-month period, it's generally worth your while to get the wholesale membership. It also means that if you choose to participate in the loyalty rewards program, you actually can qualify to get free product. I'll tell you about that more in a minute. I don't want to get too much into it, but you can qualify to get free product if you go that way. And the other beautiful thing is that the Home Essentials kit, so the 10 oils that I've just gone through, plus the diffuser that I talked about before that you can see over my shoulder, if you do choose, if you want those 10, if that's how you want to get started and you get the Home Essentials kit, then your wholesale membership is free. It's just included. It's part of the kit because we want to get you started really quick, really easy. So that's how that works. Now, if you do go ahead and you get your wholesale membership, like I said, I highly recommend, and you want to participate in the loyalty rewards program. Now, how that works is you place a recurring order every month, and there's different levels in that. But if you want to, the beautiful thing about this program is that every single month, doTERRA gives away a free product. And now to do that, you just have to place one order a month between the 1st and the 15th of the month of over 125 PV. So PV is points value. So everything that doTERRA sells has a points value. It's roughly $1 per point. Roughly, it does change a little bit depending on where you are in the world and what products we're talking about. But if you're interested in getting a free product, then you place your order. It's going to be, oils that you're going to be getting anyway. doTERRA also has a full range of supplements, of skincare products, of home cleaning products. I have not explored that area yet, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. But that being said, if that's something you were interested in, you can place your order for those things. They arrive at your door a few days later. And assuming that you have met those couple of criteria, then they arrive with a free oil as well. How good is that? This month, I got a free 10 ml roller bottle with lavender. Lavender is my favorite oil. I'm definitely going to use it. So it's a great way to get started, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it for anybody. So to finish off, if you are looking for more information, so what we've talked about today has been really an overview. We didn't get too much into anything. I didn't want to go too much in depth. We don't want this to be overwhelming. If you want more information, there is this doTERRA ebook that I have. I'd be happy to send it to you. And this really goes through everything we talked about, but in more detail. It'll explore it further. It will give you more examples. It will explain things in a more detailed scientific way than I can explain them at this moment. So if you are looking for more information on essential oils, if you have more questions that I have not answered, let me know. I will send this book to you, and it really does cover a lot of things. So that is it. So is there any questions?